Today we will complete this process API. So we have started but we haven't completed. Till this point whatever we have developed, we already tested, everything is working fine. Okay, so before going to development, let me deploy this project first. I haven't did any change, but still I want to verify everything working fine or not. Okay, let me open any project and let me start in debug mode. Okay, so we'll see till this point what we have completed. So we configured this project, everything we configured, and we were working on this get root implementation. So what we did here, we are calling for transport company fastgo, we are calling this, and we are using cache concept where we are checking first we are checking whatever request we are getting, response means we have that key value pair or not. If we have data, then we will take data from cache, means we will take value from cache. If we don't have, then we will do that API call. So using log, we have seen all, we did all the analysis and all. Now next thing, so what we have requirement, if we are getting this transport company name, fastgo, then we will call this flow. If we are getting travel on tip, then we will call this flow. But if we are not getting, as this transport company name, transport company was optional field, if you remember, company name was optional in query parameter. If we are not getting this field, in that case we will call root for both fastgo also and travel tip also. So how we can do that? For that, either we can call first API and then we can call second API, then we can merge their data, we can call sequentially. But as we know, these two API call are independent of each other, they are not related to each other or not dependent to each other. So what we can do, instead of doing one by one call, sequential call, we will do parallel call. Okay, so to do parallel call, what activity we will use? We will use scatter and gather. Okay, so in case of default, we will use scatter and gather. Okay, now see, in scatter gather what we will do, we will call this travel on tip, this fastgo, and this travel on tip. Same thing we want to do here in two flow. So instead of doing same thing again and again, what we can do, we can select all these activity and we can keep inside another subflow, and we can use that subflow here also and here also. Same for this also, we can use here in this flow also and in this flow also. So how we can do that? Let me show you. So first select this activity, whatever activity you want to put inside subflow. Okay, first let me check what we are doing here. Okay, we are creating path. Okay, both, you can see both activities selected. Now do right click and see here extract to option is there. So I want to extract this as a subflow. Okay, click on this. Okay, it will ask you subflow name. So what subflow name I will give? Get roots. So what we are calling? Call fastgo. So inside get root implementation, we are calling fastgo and we'll give name that subflow. Okay, for calling fastgo, we are creating one separate flow and we are keeping all those activity there. So why we are doing this? We are trying to reuse this component. Okay, whatever we are doing here, so we want to reuse this all the activity. So what we can do for, in that case, create one flow or subflow and call whenever you want. Okay, so here I am calling this. Same thing I want to do here also. Okay, so what I will do, I will create one more flow reference at this place, and I will call this same flow. Okay, done. We have to be either whatever code we are doing here, we'll do here also and here also. And we have another way, create one separate subflow, define everything there, call from here and call from here. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are using that component, so it's a better approach to create in separate flow and call whenever you want. Same thing we'll do for this also. Okay, so select all those activity, do right click. I'm not getting extract to option, let me select it again. Okay, so extract to subflow. What name we will give? Get roots call this one is travel on tip. Subflow. Okay, so we created a separate subflow and we are calling from here, and we want to call parallelly for this. In case of default flow, we want to call fast go also, and we want to call travel on tip also. So what I will do, I will add one more flow reference. Fast go and travel on tip subflow. Okay, fine, let me save this. Okay, so till this point we are okay with everything, but here we need to do some more thing. First thing, if you see here, when we are creating this variable, we are using this variable transport company name. Are we using? Yes, I think we are using company name, API, then transport type, and then okay. Anywhere are we using this or not? Let me check. Okay, so we need not require to do anything. So now in this case, we are calling fast go also, we are calling travel tip also. Now we will get payload from there. So one payload we will get from fast go, one payload we will get from travel on tip. Now next what we need to do, we need to merge those two payload. Okay, so how we can merge this, we'll see here. Okay, so first let me see, we are converting in common structure. Yes, okay, so next task we have, after getting this common structure we need to merge. Okay, so for that what I will do, first I will show you what kind of payload we are getting from there. So I will use one logger after this scatter and getter. Okay, and in this I will log payload, so everyone will able to understand what data we will get after both these call. Okay, so let me see automatic deployment. Okay, now actually we have too many applications, so still I'm using I am using heap size. I have increased my heap size, but still it's unable to redeploy automatically, so we need to deploy it. Okay, deployment done. So this time what I will do, I will add one logger here. Sorry, I will add one breakpoint here, and then I will call this API. So this time company name I will not pass anything. So if I will not pass company name anything, then it will go to default flow and we will call this two API. Okay. Oh, I'm getting Java lying out of memory exception. I already increased this heap size. Okay, so deployment done. Let me test it again. Okay, so actually whatever it means, we are running multiple application at a time. Okay, so whatever heap size it required, it's unable to get that heap size. Okay, so for this I need to find some solution, otherwise we will not able to proceed with testing. Okay, so for this first I will try to fix this offline and then we'll take online.